Hello, hello. Good afternoon. I hope you all are doing wonderful. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today, I wanted to have a quick conversation with each of you about the ABCs of a power start and how to do a beauty chat. This is the bread and butter of your business. If you can master what I'm about to teach, you will there's limitless possibilities for you. You will reach the stars truly in this business. So buckle up, grab a notepad. This training will be available for you to watch the replay as well. However, remember, Mary Kay always says the faintest ink is sharper than the sharpest memory. So you must write it down, okay? Grab a pen if you can. If you're driving, don't. And let's get going. Let's get started. I'm going to share my screen because I have put together a few slides that are going to help you out, hopefully, in terms of some of the scripting and exactly what you need to say. And if you're brand new and you have no idea what to create a roll-up sheet or a beauty chat or ABCs or Power Starter, any of that, don't worry. We're going to step by step you all the way through it. And if you're seasoned and you know this is going to be the best refresher for you. If you're watching live, let me know that you are watching so that way I can give you mad props for tuning in this afternoon. All right. So as I share my screen, what is going to come up is our beautiful Power Start sheet. Why is it so important to track your numbers, track your faces? Well, because it's either going to show you that you're doing a great job or not so great job at getting the product in front of people. The great part about Mary Kay now is that we're not exclusively in person. We're virtual. So what does that mean? Well, that means that you, as the beauty consultant, can meet over the internet, right? It can be a beauty chat in an app share. So when I say 30 connections with women a month is what is going to get you moving on down the road and building your business with mass numbers, then let's really break that down and figure out what that truly means. So it is an acronym, the ABCs. So the A stands for an app or an application, right? So the app portion of it means you can share the Skin Analyzer app with them. You can share the Mirror Me app with them, right? And that covers both skincare, masking, supplements, as well as glamour. That can be 3 separate appointments, right? All from 2 different apps. So actually, is that 4? So skincare, masking, supplements, and then glamour. That's 4 separate appointments that you can do with just 2 of our apps. So application means actually putting it on their skin. That could be share samples with them. That could also mean meeting with them in person. So that's why for it to count as somebody, as a person for your Power Start, you have to do these ABCs, an app or an application. B stands for your beauty chat. The old time Mary Kay, we used to call this our individual consultation. However, that sometimes makes you think about going to your gynecologist, and we don't really want a consultation with our beauty person. So that's why we've changed it to beauty chat. Later on in this training, I will walk through what that looks like in a couple of minutes. The C stands for share that creator roll-up sheet with them. So the creator roll-up sheet looks like this. There's a lot of different versions of it. If you don't like this version, then you can edit your pictures, put something else in, or ask me for different versions. Diana, our national, has this on her website, and it's constantly changing because our products are constantly evolving and getting better. Now, the creator roll-up sheet has a front, which is what you're looking at, and a back side to it. So if you are texting your people that you're getting in front of through an app or an application, the create a roll-up sheet, it's got to be both, okay? The front and the back. Now, the front shows the products and the sets. The back asks questions, which is how you are going to do the beauty chat. The back is what makes your life so much easier to be able to answer them, okay? So going back to our original, we've got to do an app or an application, a beauty chat, which we're going to get to, share the creator roll-up sheet and have them fill out this survey. This is an intricate part because you have to know that they even did it, right? And the survey is wonderful. And here's what it looks like. When they click on that link, it just says, thank you for being our guest. Please tell us your name, your phone number, your consultant's name, which event did you attend, and what was your favorite experience or favorite part of the experience. This could be just the app, okay? If you had plenty of money and time, which of these sets would you love for yourself or to give as a gift? And then they can answer it right down here. And then here's what I would like to change about set blank, i.e. I would like to change out that translucent powder for a liquid foundation brush, okay? So basically they can edit the set if they don't really love this set. We're giving them the option to do that. Then they click to the next screen and they're going to see the following questions. Which of the following products would you like to experience at your next appointment? I would like to share my next beauty experience with either by myself, with 1 or 2 or 3 to 6. And who would you like to have join at your next appointment? We will give gifts to the both of you. Part of your gift is the beauty chat, right? And then it goes into explain that. Please let us know when you book this with your consultant. And then it's a little bit about the business opportunity. If you were to ever join our Mary Kay family, which of these would appeal to you? It's only $30. What is your interest level? And then if they want a deeper dive, right, into the business opportunity, I'm on a live, then they can click right here on this form and it's going to take them to a separate one, which is a video of me going through the business opportunity more thoroughly and in depth. When they do that, it triggers and it sends me an email immediately. So I know that somebody filled out the form, and then I will gift them a lip gloss this whole month. Every one of your people that goes in and clicks on the form, watches the video, I will gift them a lip gloss. I will mail it to them if they're not local, okay? So it's called Listen for Lip Gloss. It's just a quick marketing video. So basically that is the survey. They fill that out. It sets them and you up for success and all of your questions are answered, okay? So that is how you do your 30 connections right here on your Power Start. You got to follow the ABCs: application or app, beauty chat, creator roll up, and then your survey, okay? I'm going to open up Facebook real quick and see if anybody is watching and has questions. If you're watching, let me know you are watching. Let me know you are here live with me. Hello, I see you watching. Okay, so next up is our beauty chat, the power of a beauty chat. Why is this one of the steps? Well, this is really where you're going to connect and solidify your relationship with her. This is so important. So if you didn't hear anything else I said, I need you to really hone in on how to make this connection. Beauty chats can be done in person, over the phone, and through Facebook Messenger. I prefer to do mine either in person or over the phone, because it really helps you peel back the layers and ask deeper questions, right? So it helps you connect, build that relationship. You learn about their skincare and any other color needs. You get to answer her questions, give your recommendations, helps you book that follow-up appointment, ask for the referral, and share about the business opportunity. We're going to do all of that in the beauty chat, okay? So remember I showed you this creator roll-up sheet and then the backside. All the beauty chat is going through the questions on the backside. So I broke it down for you. I sat here the last hour and a half and I tried to make this so that way you would have such a good understanding on how to do this, because realistically, in a week, we have our Facebook Live, our Fall into Beauty, right? If you have 10 people on this Fall into Beauty, that's 10 faces that you get to count for your Power Start, as long as you do those ABCs, right? The application would be them joining the event and watching. That counts, right? Then we do our beauty chat. Then what is the next one? we share the creator roll up, and we have them do the survey. Okay. All right. So our beauty chat. The first thing is you got to remember, see these two little boxes over here on the left. I've literally just pulled them. These are the two boxes right here on your back side of your creator roll up sheet. I just cut and paste them. Your first question is, now, I see that you marked sets and then you read what she wrote, literally right there. I see you marked sets 2, 4, 7, and 9. How can I help you treat yourself to these specials tonight? And then you pause for her to answer. Awesome. That sounds great. Great picks, right? You can just like ad lib there. And then you see this next question. It says, what Mary Kay products would you like to get for free? So then in response, because she's already filled this out, you say, now you also marked set 10 and 11 that you would like to earn for free. I would love to help with that. So at your follow-up appointment, I see that you marked, right? So the next question is, who do you want to share your follow-up appointment with? And then what would you like to learn at that second appointment, right? So here we go. We're going into the T for the time, right? We're stepping you to success, STEP. So at your follow-up appointment, you mark that you would like to experience skincare supplements. Those are absolutely my favorite. And I didn't personally see results on my skin, the results that I wanted until I started adding these supplements. So that's a great pick. So let's set that up. Which of these time slots work best for you? And you show her your date book right there if you're in person, or you give her two options if you're on the phone or you're on Facebook Messenger. So do weekdays or weekends work better for you? That's what I mean by two options. It's just two options. If you're not available on weekdays, then you say, would Saturday or Sunday be better for you? Awesome. Do you want to do morning or afternoon? Awesome. Would you like to do 2 or 4 o'clock? So that's kind of, you always give two options when you're booking that time, okay? If you have your date book, you would have already had highlighted on there the time slots that you're available. So she can look at it and you just say the highlights are when I'm available, which one would work the best for you. And that's super easy if you're in person. All right, so then she picks her time. Now remember, we've already know what she wants to order, right? Because we already wrote that down and we filled out our sales ticket. Then we're booking her second appointment. That's what the T is, but we book her first because she's the most important. Then the E stands for entice. And that means entice her to bring some friends. And here's what the script sounds like. Sarah, I'm so excited that we're getting together next Saturday at 2 o'clock for your second appointment. And we're doing skincare supplements, right? Because you just read what she wrote for her answers. Now, if I could show you how to get up to $100 in free products, would you like to hear more? And usually they're like, yeah, yes, I would. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Just get 3 friends together, have $200 in sales, and do one dream session where I quickly tell you how Mary Kay could be a blessing to you and how you could make money. How does that sound? And she's just going to respond yes or no. Most people want to earn free product and they're excited about that. So then you say, great, well, you can bring, 1 to 2 or 3 plus. It's your choice. However many people you would like, you can bring them to your second appointment and then you can earn that free product. Does that sound great? I know. And then the P. The P is partnering with you. And let me read the script to you so you know kind of how it comes out. And you'll see what it means. And that's basically the second box right here. And reading through the questions, it just says, what did you learn about Mary Kay Inc. that impressed you the most? If you were to partner with me, which of the following would appeal to you? So if they've circled anything, right, that's where you're going to answer their interest level right here on A, B, or C. So this is where you lean in and you say, I want to work with you, right? You are, and then just enter in a sincere compliment. You are one of the most loyal people that I have ever met. And I think it would be fun to build a business together. Okay. Or I think you would be a great addition to our Mary Kay family. Now, you may not want to work with me, right? And then you lean back because that's that push pull. Now, you may not want to work with me, and that's okay. And I see that you marked, and then you answer their you marked B, buy me a cup of coffee, that you might have some questions. So tell me a little bit more about what you're thinking. And then you just pause and you let her respond. Now, here's the big trick when it comes to listening to them and what their needs are and their interest level in Mary Kay. You know, you really lean in on loving on them and making sure that they know that they would feel welcome. And I'm going to do another training coming up in a couple of days, all around the DISC. At this point, you might have a good idea as to like what her personality is. And if you don't, that's okay. That's what the training is going to be all about. But you can ask questions based on what her personality is once you learn that. However, if you're right now in the beginning and you don't know any of that, you don't need to know. It's added value that you can, another tool in your toolbox to help you hone your recruiting ability. However, when you lean in and you say that you want to work with her, that is in and of itself enough, because most people don't ever get that. And then you lean back and you just wait for her to respond with her questions. Your goal is to not answer those questions immediately. Okay, you just listen. So for instance, if she says, well, I don't know if I'm the sales type. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I completely understand. Yep. Is there anything else that would hold you back from getting started? Okay. So because you're trying to get to the real reason, most of the time when someone is thinking through it, right? A lot of us are very verbal processors. It's going to take 3 different things before you actually get to the real reason that she is kind of more hesitant. Okay. So you say, is there anything else that would cause you to not want to get started today? And then she would say something like, well, I really don't wear makeup. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I get that one. I hear that one a lot. Is there anything else? And then she answers. And the third one is typically the true reason. Well, I really don't have the $30 to get started, or I really need to talk with my husband, or I really don't know how I'm going to fit it into my life. I'm already so busy. Okay. And then once you get all of her objections, that's where you go to work to overcome her objections. And we do that with Feel Felt Found. I know how you feel. I felt the same way, but I found that, and you fill in the blank. Okay. So when it comes to time, boy, do I know how you feel. I don't know that I, in the beginning, felt like I could put anything else on my plate either, but I found that I've been seamlessly able to fit it in the pockets of my day. And it's actually become such a joy to connect with other women and to work my business that now I don't see it as a burden at all. I actually look forward to it, those couple hours a day that I spend in my business. And I believe that would probably be true for you as well. So as far as, and then you can move on to the next objection. Overcoming the objections is in and of itself its own class, but that's the basic gist. I'm going to go back one more time and share my screen and just go through it, hit the highlights. To do a power start, we're focused on the ABCs, okay? When you do an app, a beauty chat, a creator roll-up, and a survey, that is considered a face, and you can mark her down. I will let you know when they fill out that survey link because it emails me immediately when someone does. Then you know that that beauty chat is super important, as well as sharing the creator roll-up front and back with them. And then when you walk through, you step them right to success with you. You step them into your customer base. You step them into the business. You step yourself up the career path. That's why we made this step. You offer them the sets. You offer them a time for their second appointment. You entice them to bring friends. and you ask if they would like to partner with you. And that is it. That's it. That is all we do. If you can master this, you will have mastered the Mary Kay business. All the other creative ideas, the fun things that you get to do, the promotions that you offer them, that are they're add-ons later on. Okay. But this is the meat and potatoes. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'll be sending out an email right after this. So all of you have all of the needed the create a roll-up sheet front and back, the ABCs, all of that. So you know what that is. You'll get it in your email. And I wish you a wonderful day, and I hope that this is helpful. See you later.